Hi everyone, Fi again. So today I wanted to talk about something that's closer to my own personal world, namely stress-related hair loss. I thought about making a video about this, just maybe to give some support to people who are suffering from the same thing. So I have experience with this. I have experienced this twice. The last time it was about 3 years ago, and my hair started falling out. It was related to how do you say it? Nutrient deficiencies. So actually, I had some nutrients. I had not enough nutrients of some types. For instance, I didn't have enough potassium, for instance. Zinc, that's a really important one, and so my hair fell out. The problem was that I had thick hair, and the doctor didn't want to believe me. He said, "Oh, you still have enough hair, I don't see a problem," and he went through my hair and didn't really see an issue. But every time when I went to take a shower or something, my whole back was full of hair, and it was really upsetting for me because I wasn't used to that. I was someone who had barely any hair loss when I was combing or washing my hair, maybe 1 or 2 hairs, and that was it. And then suddenly just a lot of hairs came out, and it was really stressful for me. And at first I didn't understand why my hair was falling out, but eventually they discovered it was because of zinc. Oh, the camera. There we go. And so yeah, then my hair fell out, and I lost quite a bit of thickness. So I had EEE hair, or triple E, or how do you say it, and I had at least 4 inches. Initially I had more than 4 inches, but then it all started falling out, and then I got to 3.5 inches. So yeah, and finally that got fixed, and it took me years. It took me at least 2 years to finally start noticing in my ponytail that it was getting thicker again. Then it got to 3.75, and then eventually 4 inches, and I was really psyched about that. Yeah, I also had the typical new growth. I had a lot of fuzz here. It was really growing back, so I was happy. And yeah, then it fell out again. Just recently it started falling out again. And that was because I got ill. I had stomach problems. I even landed in the hospital. So yeah, I couldn't eat much. I couldn't eat most vegetables. I didn't really eat much at all for a long time. So of course you have nutrient problems after a while, and a lot of stress. I had a lot of stress. So my hair started falling out again, and I'm still suffering from it. I'm a bit better at the moment. I'm taking zinc supplements because I had a deficiency. So yeah, but I wanted to give some tips how to get through this. And I have to admit, I still have my hard moments that I find it really difficult, and I just feel like cutting my hair off because the hair loss hasn't stopped at the moment. And I'm already dreading the moment where the hair loss stops and it starts growing back, and you get just peach fuzz everywhere. But it's also a happy moment because you know it's going to come back. But if you have long hair like me, it's really depressing because it takes years to get it all back, all through the length. But I'm going to give you some tips. I wrote some things down here. Of course, the first tip: see a doctor. If you are suffering from hair loss, go see a doctor. Don't just think, oh, it's stress, it will it will blow over. No, no, no. Go see a doctor, because it's not really not normal when your hair is falling out. And yeah, most of the time the doctor will blame it on stress, but there are things that can be done about it to at least make it less worse, or just completely stop the hair loss. So go see a doctor, get your blood work done. Because of the stress, you can have certain nutrient deficiencies, important nutrients for your hair, like zinc, iron, magnesium, I don't know, just get it checked. Also, not all doctors check vitamin D, so it's really important to get that one checked too, because I had a really low vitamin D percentage or dosage, or how do you say it. So just get your blood work checked, then you know that's okay. But still, when it says that your blood work is okay, it doesn't mean you have enough nutrients. I know that's a bit confusing, but just because you have enough nutrients in your blood doesn't mean it gets in your cells. I had this with my potassium levels. I had the typical potassium low deficiency of potassium symptoms, but it didn't show in my blood work. But when I took potassium, I suddenly felt better and all my symptoms went away. So definitely check that out. Just because it's okay in your blood work doesn't mean it's really okay. That's why when you have stress, I don't know, a lot of work stress, family issues, illness like me, yeah, just to be on the safe side, take supplements, especially for your hair. At first I thought, oh, just take zinc, because most of the time that is the problem, but that doesn't have to be the problem. You can also have an iron problem and such. But the best thing is to take a supplement that is especially made for hair. Most of the time for hair and nails, for instance, you have Priorin, and the one I took was a hair potency, but I don't think you can find it in the US, but maybe you can order it in Europe. In Europe you can order it. This really saved my hair's life. It was amazing what it did for my hair. It instantly, after 3 days, it instantly stopped my hair loss. And yeah, I kept taking it because the doctor said just keep taking it to support your hair. So yeah, my hair started growing faster, so that was nice too. So I really loved this. And it has vitamin A, E, B2, B3, folic acid. Sorry, I have to translate. So something like panthenine acid, biotin, calcium, silicium, also important, selenium, zinc, sulfur, serine, cysteine, proline, and then some filling agents. So yeah, definitely check those ingredients out. So that is my first and most important tip. Get a hair supplement, because it may not be that you have a deficiency, but if you have stress, you use a lot more of certain nutrients and you can just use that little boost. If you're suffering from hair loss, don't just suffer from it. Really just instantly take action and start taking something, or go see a doctor, because it's really important to nip it in the bud, because it takes a while before it stops, most of the time. So definitely do that. Please do it. If you're suffering from it, don't wait. So other tips besides the supplement thing is how to deal with stress. I am someone who also is very stressy, and I had a lot of things going on in my life that were tough for me. So yeah, it can be a bit difficult to take it easy, not to put too much burden on your body and hair. So some tips. The first tip, and a very important tip, and actually not an easy one. It looks easy, but it isn't easy, and that's be nice to yourself. Because when you're stressed, you really need some love from yourself. You really need to give yourself some love, but that's really difficult when you're stressed, when you're feeling depressed, feeling down, not feeling that well, or when you're occupied by other things. But at that moment, just at that moment, it's really important to give yourself some love and some attention and take it easy. So first of all, you have different sides to do that. For instance, your hair. It can be a big blow to your self-confidence when you, especially for a long-haired person like me, when you're losing your hair. So it's very important to find your confidence in other areas. Of course, you still need to take good care of your hair, give it love, but don't fret about it. Don't start obsessing about it. Don't start trying 300 treatments at once, because that also gives stress on your scalp. So just take it easy. Know that it will get resolved when it's stress related and you're taking your supplements. It will get resolved, but it can take some time. Also, when you have personal problems, know that it's only temporary. This too shall pass, like they say. It can take a long time in your head, like, oh, this is going on for months. Your personal problems, for instance, doesn't mean your hair loss has to go on for months, but just know that it will get better. I sometimes have difficulty with that too, but I try to keep reminding myself it will get better. Just let time do its thing. Take good care of yourself and just slow down. So besides slowing down, try to find other ways to feel confident, because when you have that big blow to your self-confidence because you're losing your pretty long hair or your pretty short hair, you need to find other ways to focus, other things to focus on, because if you're stressing really hard about the fact that your hair is falling out, it just gets worse, or it feels like it's getting worse because you're just so obsessed about it. So things that I tried to give myself a bit of confidence even though my hair is falling out is, and also to be nice to myself, is buying body butters, for instance. When you're feeling ill and you have vitamin deficiencies, you can have a bit of a dry skin, so that really helps. You can smell nice. Same thing with perfume. It's also a nice way to cheer yourself up when you're starting the day, and just you can sniff yourself every once in a while and just get cheered up and think, oh, I smell good. So that also helps. Makeup. For me that helped a lot, because I was feeling really bad about myself, because I was losing my hair, but I was also, my skin got really bad because I had the zinc deficiency and other deficiencies. So I got this really dry, scaly skin here, but still oily and inflamed. It was just not looking very good, and also bags under my eyes and such. So that really was not so good for my self-confidence. So yeah, makeup did wonders for that. Just trying out some things to cover up the illness, for instance. Sometimes maybe I still felt ill, but then when I looked in the mirror I saw a bit of a healthy face, and that helped, and then I instantly felt a little bit better. So that can help too. Maybe you don't feel like that on the inside, but when you, how do you say it? Yeah, fake it till you make it. So just fake it on the outside, and maybe eventually you start feeling like that on the inside too. It works both ways. When you feel good on the inside, that radiates to the outside, and other way around, it also helps a bit. So try that one out when you are suffering from illness and just want to feel a bit more healthy. So for instance, try some fun lipstick. Do something you never thought of doing. just to, yeah, to get out of the stress mode, or how do I say it? Just try to find, if you have a really busy life and that's the cause of your stress, really try to find some time to give yourself a bit of a break. Do something new if you're having emotional issues that give you stress. Try to do something new. Take harp classes, for instance. That really helped me. That was something I always wanted to do, but I was too afraid to try it out. And yeah, it can be really a bit of a reminder that life still can be fun, even when you're having a difficult time. Go horse riding. I love horses, so yeah, do something crazy, and it doesn't have to be really crazy, but something like, ooh, I never wore red lipstick. Just try red lipstick. Buy red lipstick, for instance, and just see how it looks on you. Try purple lipstick. Try purple eyeshadow. Try purple eyeliner. That's not so common like black eyeliner. So makeup was really something that helped me, just to go experiment, just to go crazy, experiment a little, buy different clothes. Yeah, just take a little bit of time for yourself and do it purely for yourself. Just what you think is fun. Just experiment, and there are no obligations. That's also important when you're feeling bad about yourself. Don't see it as an obligation. It has to be fun. Don't look at it as, oh, I haven't been nice to myself today. Oh, I'm a failure in everything. Blah blah blah. No, don't think like that. I know I could think like that too, but don't think like that. Just do it when you feel like it. Maybe just a little bit, push yourself a little bit, because sometimes when you're feeling really down, it's hard to push yourself a bit, to get out there. But just try to do fun things, but also try to just stay home, relax, take a warm bath. There are so many ideas to give yourself a little bit of a treat. It doesn't have to be expensive. Just take a long walk with your MP3 player on or something. Call a friend. But just try to take more time for yourself and just do something for you. Because losing your hair, it's really stressful. It's not good for your self-confidence. So it's really important to be nice to yourself in other ways, to find other things. And yeah, just try to take care of your hair, of course. Don't neglect it, but don't obsess about it either. And when it's really annoying you, when you have that really bad day that you just feel like, I just want to cut it or something. Maybe, yeah, if you have really thin ends, maybe that can really help. Just cut it a little bit shorter and just feel thick ends again. It can help. But on the other hand, you can feel sad because you lost length. But if you're really bad hair day, just put it in a braid or something, and try to ignore it as much as you can. Try to do something else. Play a video game. I don't know. Just because you're gonna have those bad days. Some days just suck. And then it's really important to just get through them. Don't take a rash decision about cutting. If your hair's really thinning, don't take a rash decision. Just take your time to decide that, because stress can make you do crazy things. Try to do other things to help you with the stress and the hair loss, and trying to take control of your life. Try other things. Damn it, that TH is really hard on me today. So anyway, I hope this helped a bit for people that suffer from hair loss. So the main points are: take it easy, don't obsess too much about it, try to be nice to yourself, find other things to focus on, and just try to find a little bit fun in every day. But don't beat yourself up about it if you just have a really sucky day. So yeah, that were my tips. I hope I could help someone with this, and yeah, I just want to give some support to those people who are struggling, and also dealing with that, also have to deal with hair loss. Like you already hadn't had enough of problems, you also had to get that. But you will get through this. Remember that there are solutions. You can get You can get through this. So bye.